Auburn traffic sky 2753 Lima is departing runway 34 east departure, Auburn traffic.
Lord. We might find out we want to stay in the pattern though as we get up there. Like, okay, done. We're not going anywhere today. Oil pressure's up, oil temp is up. And I like to do a count. So from the time I come out here and hit full power, I need to be in the air by about 20 seconds.
20 seconds, okay.
So, full power. There's 18, so not too bad. It feels a little sluggish though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You only got to 25 now, but then hand on that throttle. Now the thing with fog and smoke is that when you're down here low, it's not a big deal. But once you get into it, you're looking through fog. So it's 30 miles of fog. You're not going to see through that.
Right.
But when we're down here, we're looking up through it. We can see through it. When we're in it, we can't see anything.
Right.
So you really want to watch out for fog. It'll be like a little thin layer, and you can see the ground. Everything looks fine. Once you get down there to land, you're actually in the fog, and it's like, oh, that's not good. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Even if it looks light and wispy, it can be full thick. You can't see anything.
It looks pretty bad over there.
Yeah, we're not too bad. This is definitely well over 3 miles biz.
Oh yeah.
But it's not much over 3 miles biz, you know.
No.
4. And then we may get more smoke blowing in, so you wouldn't want to go anywhere on a day like this, really.
Right.
We'll just go to your first point, probably do a steep turn, come back, or do whatever over there. Dang smoke. And then I would just go straight east. Because you can't have people in your pattern, right? Doing right side, helicopters or whatever, who knows what. Or just some guy that doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
And then on a day like today, I'd make lots of radio calls.
Yeah. Where are we? Over north of Big Time?
Just from Auburn Airport.
Okay.
So we're 2 miles to the east of Auburn Airport, headed for the racetrack, headed for the drag strip, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Auburn traffic sky 2753 Lima is 2 miles east of Auburn, heading towards Lake Tap, Auburn.
Turn my volume up a little bit here. Cool. Have you done any VOR anytime?
Not in a while.
Okay. And then did you tell them what your altitude was?
I did not, no.
It's okay. I missed it. Hold on. So kind of stupid, huh?
Yeah.
But you can see how it looks definitely worse up here than it did down when we were on the ground.
Oh yeah.
So it can be real tricky. And this could blow in while you were out
traffic,
at Kelso.
Helicopter 81 Tango Tango is about 2 miles northwest of the field, transitioning southbound. Over.
And then hand on that throttle.
Oh yeah. So one thing also we're going to get looked at is kind of things to the left here.
Yep.
Not as bad, but Matt wants to get that looked at like this week because his instrument flying.
Yeah, that's
screws up
his problem more than ours. And there, who knows on that? That could be just a tiny little thing. And you have the little bit of adjustments, but not a lot for that. Because the air runs look fine, but I mean, who knows what happened to this plane in its life?
Yeah.
A little bit of a couple of 2 hard landings, and can be done. So we can see Lake Taps already.
Yeah.
We got the biz.
Barely.
Are our pulse lights on, or?
Yeah, we got strobe speaking.
We have pulse.
I think that's part of the strobe.
Okay. Cool.
Strobe nav.
And we'll just kill this one on here for the heck of it. Landing lights on. Because this is low vis, right? So
yeah.
Well, as much as we can get on there. And if it has a pulse light, then that'll kick on anyway, and it'll overpower your landing light, because your landing light is your pulse light.
Oh, okay.
And then you guys have LED lights on here, so it's all why not have one. So your first checkpoint, you'll have given her a time and said whatever. So now we're doing 89 knots ground speed, 101 airspeed. So we're looking for probably 5 minutes to this first checkpoint, if it's the south end of Lake Tapps. And then now you can give them another call if you wanted to, coming up on the north end of Lake Tapps.
Should I switch to the common frequency or
yeah, I do both. You can do one here for Auburn, so give them a last call.
Okay.
Our traffic star 2753 Lima's heading south, north of Lake Tapps, Auburn.
And then give a distance, so 1 mile north of Lake Tapps, 1,500 feet. And then now you can go and switch over.
And that's the southeast practice
Yep, southeast practice area. Let them know you're over the north end of Lake Tapps. And you can just be kind of close to specific. You're going to be there in a second, so just let them know kind of where you're at. If they're here, they'll ask.
Yeah.
Southeast practice area, Sky 2753 Lima's flying over the north end of Lake Tapps at 1,500.
And then you can get rid of any of the extra stuff. Flying, I mean, obviously we're flying, right?
Yeah,
so,
right.
So anytime you can get rid of anything extra in whatever you're saying, so
it's over Lake
I'm
Tapps.
on the left downwind for 17, blah blah blah. It's just left downwind 17 Pierce. You don't have to say all the extra words because it just confuses them.
Right.
And then be aware too that people fly through here at about 15 to 2,000 feet.
Oh, okay.
Really common. So this is your most dangerous altitude. It's probably 1,500 because they're headed for Auburn, descending out of 2, or they're trying to avoid this 1,800-foot shelf over here and they're going to go through underneath.
Right.
So that 1,500 is pretty dangerous altitude to be right here. A lot of traffic.
Should we get up to like 2,000?
You can do like 2,500.
2,500.
And that'll give you a little bit more leeway up here. But just be looking for traffic.
Yeah.
And I would make extra calls today just because we have no real good, the visibility side.
Right.
And if you're going 100 miles an hour and he's going 100 miles an hour and you guys are headed to each other,
200 miles an hour.
yeah, that's your 3 miles viz turns into, whoa, there he is.
Yeah.
Done. And he isn't necessarily on our channel.
No.
He may not even know this channel exists. These people out down here have a giant pink flamingo for their boat pull thing behind them, or just a floating pink flamingo. Yeah, pretty giant. It's as big as their boathouse. So. And then we may find that the visibility gets worse as we go up too, so we should watch out for that.
Almost looks like it.
Or it might we might hit the top and just be, poof, it's gone, it's clear. And how do we judge 3 miles viz right now?
How we judge like how far it is?
Yeah, like how do we know we've got 3 miles viz or better?
Is this a guesstimate, I guess?
Pretty much, but I mean we're kind of looking over here and we can see, I mean 3 miles is nothing, but we're almost a mile up,
Yeah.
We're half a mile up right now, so I can see the down pretty easily. And then get your airspeed, get your so you got your altitude, get your airspeed, then back up that power.
Oh, okay.
Southeast practice area, Sky 2753 Lima's 2,500 over Lake Tapps.
Oh, is the Renaissance Fair going?
Yes, it is.
Damn. Might have to do that.
And I hate it because the traffic is terrible over there.
Yeah.
Cannot get into Bonnie Lake at all.
I might have to do that though. That's 2 years in a row it's been smoked out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last year was the same thing. Alright, so where's your checkpoint?
So over Lake Tapps and then to
The south end, and then what heading are you going to now?
I believe it was
147?
Yeah, 147, right.
Okay. So if I head this heading right now, 145, am I going to get there?
Yeah. Right
there is pointed. Lake Capauson's a little bit on my side still, but it'll be straight ahead.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, so about 164.
Oh, okay.
Because we can see the Auburn Valleys here and going that way. I know Pierce County's going to be right over here, and then... Because that's kind of Mount Rainier is like right there.
Oh, okay.
So I want to go kind of that direction to skim along that thing. All right, go ahead and set me up for steep turns and take me over this way. We'll skip the diversion today because there's not much to do.
Okay.
Well, actually, we'll try it. So go ahead and divert me to Burnett.
Burnett?
So it's
okay.
south of Lake Tapps and kind of southeast. So it's going to be right here, Burnett. So go ahead and turn me to a heading of about 130.
130?
Yep. And then I can look at Lake Tapps behind me, and I can see that I'm kind of a little bit to the west of the end of Lake Tapps.
Yeah.
So maybe put me to like a 120. You know, right in here. This is a good heading right there. And then I want to keep going this direction for about how far is it?
About 7 miles.
Okay, so 7 miles. And I'm going to get there how fast? Because what speed am I going right now?
Well, ground speed's 9. Do you go off the ground speed, right? Or
you can, but you want it knots to be easier. But that is knots still. 89 knots. So I'm going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going 120, right?
Right.
But if I were going 120, it'd be 2 miles per minute.
Right.
So I'm basically going to go, okay, I'm going 7 miles. So I'm going to go, it's going to take me half that, about 3 minutes. But I'm going to add some fudge because I'm not going 120.
So about 4.5 minutes?
4 minutes is fine. It doesn't take much extra fudge to do it. So it's going to be 4 minutes, which is going to get me there at what time? I'm going to get there at 8:52, something like that. That'll give me my 4 minutes. But I've already gone a minute this way, so I'm going to say 8:51.
Okay.
And what do I have if I overshoot this? What's on the map that I can go and go, okay, I went too far?
Wilkerson, or if you can see it.
How about this?
Oh, the power lines.
Power lines. So that's one that can say. So I can look for power lines. I'm going over here. If I hit power lines, I went too far. If I get to Wilkinson, I went way too far. And if I get to the mountains, well, I better turn around. And then what's on my way there? Other airports?
Yep. So we have South Prairie Airport.
South Prairie. So if I look over my shoulder here, that's South Prairie right there. See that long strip of of unpaved grass? That's South Prairie. So we're a little bit to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're a little bit right, of course, which we knew because we were already down there. And we want to be one side or the other. Heading straight for it isn't always the best option because then if I miss it, I don't know which way I went.
Right.
So right now, you should be able to look over and see it here at some point when we get there.
It's also a private grass strip, correct?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so it's grass. It doesn't have a little runway in there. And it is private. And I look for things like hangars, windsocks, aircraft. You know they're going to have an open area. But it doesn't always have to look like a runway.
Right.
But I'll usually be able to find a hangar or a windsock or something. And it doesn't even have to be in working order. It may be covered with, cars or something, RV stuff, who knows what. Little private airports suck for landmarks. Now here's some power lines here.
So, yeah, I see the power lines right there.
Okay. So when I get to the power lines, which way am I going to turn?
Left.
Okay. And then if I just follow the power lines, that should give me a pretty good view.
I can see it on my left hand, or should.
Yep. And don't forget to look close to the airplane too. So look down at your wheels sometimes, because sometimes it's right there, but it's not in this case.
Oh, I see it over there.
Okay. And you can see that guy's checkered black and checkered thing. Yeah. So that's a nice new hangar that he's putting up. So that's Burnett, and that's a diversion. And you have plus or minus 5 minutes to find it. So if we get here, and we still have another minute here because we estimate a little high, wherever it is, then we still have 5 more minutes to find this if we need to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Set me up for steep turns.
Cool. I want to do some checks real quick. What do you think is a good altitude for that? I haven't done this in probably over a year.
what's your next maneuver going to be?
For, what do you mean?
So we're going to do steep turns, and then she's going to put you right into what?
Slow flight or?
Probably slow flight. So slow flight needs it needs 1,500 feet AGL.
Oh, okay.
So right now, what's the altitude from the ground? What's the altitude for Burnett?
800 feet.
Okay, so you need to be basically at 2,500 feet to even pass.
Oh, okay.
So let's go up to 3,000.
Okay.
That'll give us an extra 500 feet to mess around with. Because you don't want to, lose 100 feet and bust your altitude on that part.
Right.
She'll let you slide sometimes if you're just, just got a little bit under it. But if you're breaking the 1,500 feet, you're done.
Oh, okay.
And then you can keep circling Burnett, and you can make a call. It says, I'm over Burnett, 1,500 feet. Or
climbing to
3,000 feet. And you can say where you're going to be at.
Okay.
Southeast practice area, climbing to 3,000 feet during steep turns.
Over Burnett.
Over Burnett.
And then you can turn back for Burnett. And I like to do these north and south, because if I go east and west, west is airspace. East.
Practice 6045 Whiskey 2200 Maple Valley, northbound towards Gap, southeast.
East is going to be towards the hills.
Oh, okay.
So I could set up something. Usually Mountain St. Helens is a good landmark to use down there, or something out in front of you. You can use the power lines today if you wanted to.
Yeah, somewhere I can actually see it.
And then just turn me all the way over there to south again. And then she doesn't like the full 360s, so roll out, take a look over your wing, and then roll in again, if you're going to do it the full 360. She's worried about aircraft up over your head here.
Oh.
You can't see over there, and she doesn't want you turning in anybody. There's nothing to look at that way, is there?
No.
You could kind of use Burnett over here off your side of here, so when you're done, Burnett should be right there in your side window or something. That's always a good way to do it.
So don't do a full 360?
When you're clearing.
Oh, when you're clearing.
So do a 90 degree, take a look, then go back. I usually do clear this way, I clear that way, so I've cleared everything, I can't hit anything.
Okay.
So when I roll out, I look back behind me, nothing's there, and then I go back the other way 90 degrees, and then I'm totally clear.
Okay.
Alright, and we're cleared though, we've already cleared the area. But we're gonna. Alright, and at this point, for steep turns, do you do them with or without trim?
I do it with trim.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and try one. What airspeed do you want?
100. Or
100 works. It's not a bad speed. Because you want to be 10 below your VA at least.
Okay.
So if your VA is 120,
maybe.
No,
I don't think we can hit 110. Right?
Yeah, you're good. I mean, I'd probably have this at 2,300 or 2,200, and that's where I'm going to find my airspeed here of about 100. And that's usually where I want to be for that, because I'm going to power up a little bit as I go into it. So I'm rolling in, power up, and then I trim, and that should put me right where I want.
Okay.
And then plus or minus 100 feet is your requirements.
Okay.
For your check ride. And then whenever you're ready. And then always go left.
Left?
Yep, always go left. Because if I'm going to pass you, which side am I going to pass you on? Over
Right.
here. You don't want to turn into me. And less left rudder.
Oh, more
and
right.
way more bank. So that's 30 degrees of bank right there. You need 45. So that's 45 right there is 45. So that's diving.
Yeah.
You need more back pressure. And then keep that bank in there because you still need, now you're back at 30 degrees. So this is your bank right there. That's 45 right there. So you need to go all the way over to there. So this is how much back pressure I need to hold that. And then I'm going to let go. So all that back pressure needs to stay in. And then we're coming around to our point. Kind of missed it, but it's okay. And then power's coming out. Roll into the other side. Gonna need that rudder. More power goes back in, yep. Roll me all the way over, and quicker, because see how you're climbing there?
Yeah.
So there's my, that, and that'll start descending me, and hold me at 45 degrees. Looking outside at my horizon, which I can't see today, so that makes it fun. Cool, good. So that's the sweet spot right there. You can feel it kind of just equalize.
Yeah.
It can do it on its own, basically. Then I'm a little bit low, so I'm going to roll out. Let it balloon a little bit, and then back that power out. So you backed your power out a little early, I think. But
oh, okay.
I heard it drop there at some point. But, yep. And then, so if you get it really good here, I'll do one real quick.
Yeah.
So as you're rolling in here, you just power it up, and then I'm gonna put in my trim as I get to my 45, and now I'm off all my controls. All I have to really do is not let it overbank. See how it overbanked there?
Yeah.
And so I'll undo that. See how it's dropping?
Yeah.
Now watch this. It's gonna pop right back up because I unbanked it. My nose just popped up. It's gonna climb back up and do it all on its own. But yeah, your thing definitely overbanks.
Yeah.
He's got it's bent for sure. Because I should be able to let go of that, and it should just hold right in there.
And it just keeps going.
Yep. There's my wake. And then as it comes around there, I'm just gonna unroll, back my power out, goes right into the other one, power comes right back in, and then I should be able to just let go of it again. It's just ending a little bit here, so I'm gonna pop out, the nose popped up, and roll right back in. See that? Bought me 75 feet just like that, just by rolling out my bank a little bit. So holding your bank perfect is what really makes a steep turn easy.
Oh, okay.
If I'm doing this, so a lot of guys you'll see this. So now I'm 30 degrees, it's climbing, and then I'll unbank it a little bit. Now it's just gonna keep climbing on me.
Yeah.
See how it's going up there, right there? And then I come back in, do a little extra, and it's gonna start to dive. And then I do a little even more than that, and it's really gonna dive. You can feel it just going right now.
Yeah.
And that's only 45 degrees of bank. If I go to 50 or 60, then it's really gonna come down.
Right. So do you, after you do the left, you immediately go into the right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna do both. It's the steep turns is one this way, one that way.
Okay.
And then you have the controls?
I got the controls.
All right, go ahead and put me into slow flight. This direction is good.
I honestly forgot how to do that.
I'm coming in for landing. Carb heat.
Okay, carb heat.
Plus or minus 50 feet for commercial, 100 for you. Power comes back to about 1500. Back pressure, because I don't want to lose altitude. I'm in the flap range, 1 notch of flaps. Watching my altitude. All right, and I'm still wanting to slow down, so 1 more notch of flaps. Still feeling good. Might use a little bit more power here. Power up. Not your nose, just power up, because you want that nose up there still. Then, all right, I'm still feeling good. More flaps. And it's slowing up on its own. Don't let me descend anymore, so now I'm going to start to use power for altitude. So my thumb catches my carb heat, puts it in. Watch my heading. I'm a little off now, but that's okay. We'll just stay on this 206. And I'm getting down near the bottom of the white arc, so that means I'm right there on the edge of the stall. This is where I want to kind of keep it. And then a little more right rudder. You want to keep that ball centered. And then don't let me climb anymore, so I can back out a little bit of power. So I'm going to hold that airspeed of about 50, going 60. Because you start to hear the stall horn there just a little bit. So I don't want to hear that. If I hear that, then I push forward. But hold me right here at 55. It's probably good everything. So I'm still climbing, so back up more power. Because now we're on the backside of the power curve. So it's power for climb, for altitude, pitch for airspeed. And even less power. You're going to need it. Your 20 is going to keep you at about level flight in slow flight. So I need probably 17 or 18 right now if I want to descend. So even more power out. Now if I slow up, that will also make me need more power to maintain that same altitude. So if I just keep 55 though, this should get us a nice slow descent, which is perfect. And then watch your heading, because you're now 30 degrees off. But you'd normally pick something out in front of us to use. Which
I have a hard time with
tough,
this at all.
Yeah, the headings, well, we won't count too much against you today. All right, give me a turn to a heading of 180.
180?
Yep. So now give me some power back to 20, because I know I need at least that to maintain level flight. A nice slow standard rate turn, which is right there. So now that's more than standard rate, and you can feel it kind of slipping.
Yeah.
Kind of gets mushy that way. And then I'm descending a little bit, so add a little bit more power. Because when you turn, you're losing lift.
Yeah.
So you need a little bit more power most of the time. Depends on the plane, though. Shouldn't, but it does.
Oh, we're past 180.
No, I'm looking. Oh, yeah, you're funky. And it's plus or minus 10, so you caught it within. Still had time to catch that, so that was good. All right, and go ahead and give me a power off stall.
Power off?
Yep. So I'm coming in for landing, carb heat. Everything else is already dirty. You're turning, so don't turn. Got a right turn going there. There you go. And go ahead and back my power out. And pitch me straight up into a stall. So just bring it up. And you can be pretty decisive with it, because I want to stall higher up than lower.
Yeah.
Because now you're stalling almost level. Got more back pressure. You got to stall me. So there it is. There's the stall. So power up, carb heat in, flaps up to 20. So you were kind of on that way backside the power curve, and so you lost 200 feet as you went down there. And now we're looking to climb out at VX or VY, which I could be right a little faster than that actually. So drop your nose a little bit more. It should be about 80 for this plane, I think, is VX. And I can base that off of just the horizon. I'm about 6 to 7 degrees up. Good. All right, I have control for a second.
Yeah, control.
I'm going to stall one real quick here.
Okay.
Power's coming back here, 1500. I'm going to put in some more flaps because I'm in the flap range. Carb heat is out. And I'm just going to go ahead and stall it here. So power off, I'm just going to pull back. So I'm getting a little steeper than you were, right?
Yeah.
So here I'm up here. And when I stall, I'm going to stall the level flight. There's my stall. Carb's in. And then right now, so see how much feet I lost here? Hardly anything.
Yeah.
And flaps are coming up to the 20. So if I stall a little higher, I'm gonna be, that's where you're really gonna stall in real life too.
Right.
Usually, is that you've over pulled back on your takeoff and then.
So as soon as the nose drops, power.
Yeah. Don't wait for it. As soon as you start to feel that buffet or the brake, then you're right there on the end of that. And then I'm already up, and I can go ahead and clean up. I've got 80 positive rate of climb. I can bring it up to 10. And I cleaned up completely. And I'm not trying to climb anymore, but I could. So you're just breaking it a little higher.
Okay.
And that the same thing with the power on stall. And your controls.
My controls.
Because yours was almost level, so when we broke, your power and then full power down here.
Oh, okay.
When mine breaks, I'm breaking right about here. I was a little bit low, but I power through, so I'm not forcing myself down further with the power. So cool. All right, cool. Take us home.
Cool.
Not a lot to be gained out here, huh?
Yeah.
Although I think that all went really good, and you're doing great. So
I'm just having a hard time with this.
Oh yeah. That's why I said take me home. That'll be a good challenge.
Yeah.
Don't break any airspace. So as soon as I say the words take me home, just send me down to 2,500 feet. Because we know we've got airspace over here, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as she says take me home, that is Lake Kapowsin right there.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh.
And there's a rock quarry there. And then the Ording Valley ends right here. That's the end of the Ording Valley. But you can basically, on a good day, you'll be able to see Lake Tapps, you'll be able to see Lake Kapowsin, and you'll be able to see the Ording Valley. So it's just a super easy way to get yourself down here without getting in trouble. And this thing up here on the roof here, that's Powerhouse. And that's on your map. That little lake up on top of the hill.
Oh, I see.
So they pump water up from the river to there, and they drop it down to create power.
Wow. Since
about the 1890s, or I don't know when it was, but it was just around 1900. And you can use power. We're going home, right?
Yeah.
So we can do it fast. And then, what's a good heading to get home? Where's Lake Tapps from here?
I want to say 3.
We know where Lake Kapowsin is, right? So we're over Lake Kapowsin right now, which is right there. Yep.
It's almost like a 020 kind of heading.
Yep, that sounds pretty good. 030 if you want to be real safe.
Oh, okay.
But 020 is pretty close to perfect. We'll see. Take a look at it. We'll decide once we turn to it. Because here's the Ording Valley ending here. Cool. Yeah, that's a nice little thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. 020 is actually good. I went too far with it. Because I can see the Ording Valley goes that way, right?
Yeah.
So I know that leads right into Auburn. So I'm going to come out a little bit so I'm not getting any airspace, nothing crazy. And then what can we use for a backstop if we get up here to Lake Tapps, and then from Lake Tapps to Auburn? How are we going to find Auburn? Using landmarks.
In the valley, just fly the. There's power lines after Lake Tapps.
Okay.
Then the Green River Lake, I think.
Okay, and we have the whole river. Yeah, the river. That's kind of a good one. And that'll trickle us back into the just south of Auburn. the airport, so that'll work good. Then right now I've got power lines below me, and I'm coming up on the Renaissance Fair probably, or right over there. Yeah, this is basically almost IFR flying, huh?
Yeah.
Got reasonably good. I mean, I can see 10 miles that way, but it's rough.
Just barely.
Not much to see over there. So this is totally legal, but not really that safe.
I would not fly this.
Yeah. So you get your instrument, I would not venture out into anything that looks even suspect. And you can do a check, you know, you go up in the pattern and do it. But I've done that with one student, and it said 3 miles viz, but that was on the surface.
Oh.
Once we took off, we had maybe, you know, it was really close. I was like, woof. And he's like, I can't see the runway. And we were still in the pattern. I was like, okay, well. So just because it says it on the ground doesn't mean it's actually in the air.
Right.
And then at this point, if you want to, you can descend us down even lower, because we know it might have been better viz down below, right? It's not awful up here though. I can see the hills over there. But at this point, I know I'm going home, so 1500 wouldn't hurt me.
Yeah.
And I totally lied about the Renaissance Fair. It was not where I was thinking.
I think that's more than...
Yeah, it's way further north than where we were at. It's after this valley. And then that is South Prairie.
Oh, okay.
So Lake Tapps is right over here off kind of that way. So I've got South Prairie, so I kind of follow South Prairie north. That puts me in a pretty good position. And I'm always checking for anybody on the runway or doing anything stupid, so I can kind of watch out for that.
Make a call out here.
Southeast practice area, Skyhawk 2753 Lima, over South Prairie at 2,000 feet.
And then on those cases, you can hit northbound.
Northbound.
Whatever if you want to add something, you know, where are you going to? It can be a hand call. And you can power us up even more. We can out here. It's all they're seeing is white clouds most of the flight. And you see how hard he is to see now.
Yeah, I lost
Chopper, yeah. What's your next landmark?
So we're just now passing the power lines. Up on our left right here.
So what are you looking for to make your turn?
The drag strip somewhere.
Cool.
Which I believe is up there. Should be at least.
And what else are you looking for?
1500.
What else did you get?
1300.
Okay. No big deal. Just as long as you know where you're at and what you're doing. So
Well, there's
if
a
you're
golf
accidentally
course.
3 low, then
Doesn't even say the golf course on here.
yeah, I don't think it does. They're all over, so they're not very helpful anyway.
There's the drag strip, so now we can go.
Cool. So you can make your
West.
call.
Southeast practice area, Skyhawk 2753 Lima, over the drag strip, heading west towards Auburn.
Okay, that's where I would switch. Let them know that you're doing the same thing.
Auburn traffic, Skyhawk 2753 Lima, over the drag strip, heading west and down Auburn.
Traffic,
1,000.
920 is taxi for runway 34 Auburn.
Okay, so now we're looking for what?
Well, I was gonna cross the runway at 1500 and then do a 45.
Okay, where's the runway?
Traffic, helicopter 811.
Should be directly
over the Super Mall. We're northbound at.
There's oh, I see it. Okay.
Okay, so find Emerald Downs.
Yeah.
Usually the easiest thing, and then just head for Emerald Downs, and that'll put you in the right thing.
Now I see it.
There's somebody over the Super Mall over here too. I don't know where he said he was going, but then get us down to that 1500 because we have an 1800 foot shelf that we're going to cut into, right?
Right.
And we just want to be 500 feet above. Although jets, tankers, anything weird can be flying at 2,000 feet.
Oh, okay.
They fly their patterns at 1,500 feet, not 1,000 like we do. You got to watch out for that too. So if somebody calls, tanker, left traffic, blah blah blah, they could be at 2,000 feet. Or a twin. Any twins can do it too if they need to.
Right.
Harbor traffic sky 275 Lima crossing midfield at 1,500. Harbor.
The water tower is got the high wing traffic in sight.
All right, so the water towers is kind of a vague one. There's water towers there. There's one over there.
Yeah.
But water towers is usually this one.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 811 Tango Tango. We're transitioning north of the field. We'll stay west of 167 at 800 feet. Auburn.
Okay. And then give them a midfield call.
Auburn traffic sky 275 Lima midfield at 1,500 for 34 Auburn.
I don't know if they're using 3-4. They're water towers. We'll see. That is 3-4s, but I don't see anybody.
Yeah, I don't think.
Got anybody down in the pattern below you?
I don't see it.
All traffic, RVA and Sarah is on top at 1,500. We're heading to the water towers and then a turn to the 45 for left downwind 34.
And where is he?
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Tango Tango. Transitioning northbound along 167. We're about at midfield. We're low level, down at 600 feet. We have the 2 aircraft crossing midfield. Auburn.
And Auburn traffic, use caution, there's coyotes on the runway.
Not sure where that other guy was.
He's behind us. Oh, he is. He's an RV behind us. All right. Start your descent. And we're going this way. We're going to make a turn back to it.
On the classic one, taxi to runway 34, over.
And just got a little further.
Auburn traffic, RVA and Sarah is at the water towers. Right turn for the 45, left downwind 34.
So he's gonna be off our right wing now.
He's gonna fucking cut you off like a douche.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little roll out here in a second. Back up the power. You see him up here? Be looking for him.
Yeah, I don't see him.
And Auburn traffic, squad 84920.
Turn right at the water towers.
34, it'll be a downwind departure.
Looks like he's downwind.
Auburn traffic, RVA and left downwind 34 at midfield.
Wow.
Auburn.
He's fast, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, then you can call over the water towers.
Auburn traffic sky 275 Lima over the water towers near the 45 for 34 Auburn.
Sorry, your voice, I thought it was somebody else.
Oh. Where?
That's us. And then hold this 1,000 at least. We're usually looking for 1,200 here. Want to be a little higher, but we're fine. And power up.
A little bit more power, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, usually you want to be 1,200 here, 1,300 kind of on that descent. And then as you cut over this edge,
left base,
then you descend.
34.
Holy crap, he's fast. His turn must have been just a drop into the downwind.
Yeah, he must have turned right here.
Well, I saw him behind us, so that was insane. I don't know how he got down that fast. And we're looking for traffic over here on the crosswind turning into us.
Auburn traffic sky 275 Lima on the 45 for 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, RVA and Sarah base, short final 34, touch and go over.
Okay, he's hauling, wow. Or beam the numbers, probably, so I'd be back out that power early, because I know I don't want to be too far out here. And don't dive, hold your altitude here, drop in your flaps, and then push forward.
Agree.
Yep, now push over, as you do, just a little bit. Oops. That's too much, that's okay. Looking for 1 notch, about 15 degrees.
Traffic 90 Sierra is turning.
And push forward a little more. Looking to hold about
90.
Yeah, I think it was 90 set on this. Then you take your turn.
Our traffic 2752 Lim is on base for 34 Auburn.
And first thing is always car beat.
Oh, right.
Always pull the car beat, pull the power.
The 90 Sierra is turning down 1 to runway 34 Auburn.
And roll on here. Use a little bit on your banks, just make them 30. That way you have a little more time here to sit and look. Looks good.
Looks pretty good. Altitude maybe a little high.
Yeah, we're over the hospital. But,
traffic
well.
RVA in there. Left crosswind 34. Got the downwind traffic inside.
Our traffic 2752 Lim is on final for 34 Auburn.
And I have my power 1500. You didn't need the extra power.
Oh, okay.
Because now it's making you high.
Yeah, now
even like 100 RPMs plus or minus will drop you about 100 feet.
Okay.
Or raise you 100 feet.
Now we're high, so a little bit more.
Yep. Okay, and if I'm still feeling high, I can back more power out and put in more
Our
flex.
traffic 90 Sierra is departing the pattern towards compass ball.
Our traffic RVA in there.
Flaps are full, car beats out, everything's good. Holding my 70-ish. And then chop all your power?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, cool. And at this point I have 2 options. I can push down, get down there, or I can slow up and go slower. I would push down, get it a little down here, and then kind of bring it back up a little. So before I get into ground effect, bring it back up. That'll burn off the airspeed, it'll sink into ground effect, and then I'm in normal land. And I can use power if I need to.
Maybe a little bit.
Good. Don't let it turn. And then hold that back pressure, and then kill that power out. And then keep building that back pressure as we come in here. And that'll keep it going. And more looking way down the runway to keep yourself going straight.
Yeah, I kind of went to the
Yeah,
right
as soon
of
as you
that.
look kind of close or something, then it just...
Yeah.
And you had a little too much